यो हो इटहरी एफएम 92.5 यो हो इटहरी एफएम 92.5।
अहिले तपाईँ इटहरी एफएम सुन्दै हुनुहुन्छ। इटहरी एफएममा अब सुरु हुँदैछ कार्यक्रम रेडियो स्कुल। कार्यक्रम रेडियो स्कुल कोभिड-19 का कारण स्कुल जान नपाएका विद्यार्थीहरूको पढाइलाई निरन्तरता दिने उद्देश्यले प्लान इन्टरनेशनल नेपाल, आरएसडीसी सुनसरी र बराह क्षेत्र नगरपालिकाको सहकार्यमा तयार पारिएको हो। यो कार्यक्रममा कक्षा 9 र 10 को अङ्ग्रेजी, नेपाली र सामाजिक अध्ययन विषयको पठन पाठन हुनेछ। शनिबार बाहेक हरेक दिन दिउँसो 2:15 बजेदेखि 3 बजेसम्म कक्षा 9 र 3:15 बजेदेखि 4 बजेसम्म कक्षा 10 को पठन पाठन हुनेछ। आइतबार र बुधबार अङ्ग्रेजी, सोमबार र बिहिबार नेपाली, मङ्गलबार र शुक्रबार सामाजिक अध्ययन विषयको पठन पाठन हुनेछ। यो कार्यक्रम इटहरी एफएम को फ्रिक्वेन्सी 92.5 मेगाहर्ज का साथै इटहरी एफएम को अनलाइन www.iterifm.com.np र मोबाइल एप्लिकेसन हाम्रो पात्रमा पनि सुन्न सक्नुहुन्छ। इटहरी एफएम को फेसबुक पेज facebook.com/fmitari मा पनि हेर्दै पढ्न र केही नबुझे त्यही कमेन्ट लेखेर सोध्न पनि सक्नुहुन्छ। इटहरी एफएम को फोन नम्बर 025 584 556 मा फोन गरेर पनि नबुझेका कुरा सोध्न सक्नुहुन्छ। कार्यक्रमको सुरुमा आधा घण्टा कक्षा हुनेछ, त्यसपछि 15 मिनटको समय प्रश्न उत्तरको हुनेछ। त्यही समयमा विद्यार्थीहरूले प्रश्न गर्न सक्नुहुनेछ। हामी कक्षा 9 र 10 का सबै विद्यार्थी भाइ बहिनीहरूलाई ध्यानपूर्वक सुन्न र केही अस्पष्ट भए आफूसँग जुन माध्यम सजिलो छ त्यही माध्यम प्रयोग गरी प्रश्न सोध्न अनुरोध गर्दछौँ। साथै आफ्ना सन्तानको सुन्दर भविष्य निर्माणको विषय भएकाले सबै अभिभावकहरूलाई सहजीकरणका लागि पनि हामी अनुरोध गर्दछौँ। अब आजको अर्को कक्षा सुरु हुँदैछ। अबको 45 मिनट अर्थात् 4 बजेसम्म कक्षा 10 को अङ्ग्रेजी विषयको पठन पाठन हुनेछ र अहिलेको कक्षा लिँदै हुनुहुन्छ शिक्षक योगराज पौडेल।
Good afternoon, students. Welcome to the 10th episode of Radio School. Today, I am present here on Itori FM 92.5 MHz to discuss on reporting questions. I think you everybody know that we were discussing about the questions of page number 26 in the previous class. I want to focus on the 3 questions only. My dear students, you must have known what the 3 questions were. Means, while studying the story of the ant and the grasshopper, you might have noticed some questions asked by the speaker to Mr. George there. Okay. In this page number, which I have already mentioned there, in 26, there were questions like, how are you? This is the first question. How are you? Second, I request my students to note down the question that will be helpful for you for reporting. Okay. Second was, is it term again? That's the question, I have taken from your text. Okay. Next one, why don't you chuck him? See, chuck him, why don't you abandon him, why don't you leave him? This is the thing. These are the structure, these are the questions that we are going to discuss today, especially for reporting, for changing into indirect, okay, and vice versa. First of all, I want to draw the attention of my students, especially to know the structure of interrogative questions. My dear students, you have to know that there are 2 types of interrogative questions. What are they? Okay, they are WH question and yes/no question. Right? You must know the structure of WH question. What do you mean by WH question? Do you have any idea? Because you are the students of class 10, you have lots of ideas about making WH questions or asking questions. Hello? Yes. WH question. How to identify the WH question, let's say. Please, for your convenience, I want to revise it again that WH question means the question which starts from interrogative pronoun. My students, if you don't know interrogative pronoun, it doesn't matter. WH question starts from WH word. What are the WH word then? You may say what, how, where, when, why, which. These are the WH words. They are also called interrogative pronoun, right? WH question means the question which starts from interrogative pronoun or from the WH question and ends in question. Ends in question mark. See, for example, we have already mentioned here, how are you? In this sentence, the initial part of the very sentence is how. What is how? How is WH word. Then this sentence ends in interrogative mark. How are you? This is what? This is WH question. First of all, I want to focus that WH questions are like that. You have to know. See, if you don't know, then it is very difficult for you to report it. Okay. Let's see the second question there. Is it Tom again? What is it? Is it WH question or yes no question? What do you think? Yes, yes no question. One thing you have to remember that yes no question generally starts from helping verb. See, and ends in question. Is is not the WH word. This is a be verb, right? And the sentence here starts with is. Is it Tom again? If it is Tom, the answer will be yes. If it is not, the answer will be no. This is yes no question. The third one. Why don't you chuck him? Yes, this is what? WH question. Now, it is our turn, to start learning about the different procedures or different methods of changing direct into indirect and vice versa. See there? First of all, I request my students to note down the sentences, please. Right? Who are you? In number one, right? Who are you? What is the structure of that sentence? How many words are there? 3. Yes. Who, that is interrogative pronoun. Are, that is be verb. And you is their subject. You are something. See? Next one. When do you visit Dharan? When, after when there is helping verb do. After do there is you again, that is subject. And after subject there is main verb. WH word, helping verb, subject, main verb. This is the structure of WH question. And question mark at the end. Never forget. Or, what made him sad? This structure is different from the previous, let's say, from the earlier two. See, what made him sad? Right? WH word we have here. And direct after WH word there is we have what? Main verb. WH word, main verb and objective pronoun. In the place of objective pronoun, sometimes noun is also used. Right? What made him sad? What made Ram sad? These are the WH questions. Now, if these questions are the true speech of the speaker and put into the quotation marks, at that time they are called the direct speech or direct speech. let's try how we can change these things one after another, okay? One after another. Now, in the same way, we have to know some differences between WS question and SNO question. I have earlier mentioned the things there. See, okay, what is SNO question like? Again, please note down, right? Can you swim in the river? We have a question mark. Are you a student? Right? These two are SNO question. I have already, told you that the structure of SNO questions, SNO questions are like that. See? Helping verb, subject, main verb, like that. Now, for changing direct into indirect, we have to follow some processes, let's say, some methods that we studied in Unit 2 as well. In Unit 2, what did we study? Do you remember? Certainly you know, because there we studied reporting statement. And today we are discussing on reporting questions. Right? Now, the process of changing direct into indirect is same. Same means in the sense that we have to change the verb of reported speech, person of the reported speech, adverbs or some other things should be changed. See there. Then we have to also change the verb of reporting verb as well. Right? Let's see. First of all, we discuss about the changes of reporting verb. How reporting verbs are changed. Please. On your left hand side, you can write direct. Under direct, you can write some verbs. And on your right hand side, indirect. Under indirect, you can write how, what sort of verbs, should be there in indirect speech. I'll try my best, to make it clear. Okay. Let's write. Okay. Under direct, if there is said or said to. For example, Ram said or Ram said to Sita. What's the verb there? Said or said to. Right? This is changed into asked. Under indirect speech, whatever you have written there, write ASKED, asked. On the left hand side, said or said to. On the right hand side, asked. In the place of asked, we can write some other verbs as well. Inquired. Sometimes, we may say, wanted to know or something like that. We'll try here. Okay. Another thing, if the reporting verb is in present tense, right? For example, please write there, say to under direct or says to under direct. Right? Then say to is changed into ASK, ask. Say to asks. And says to ASKS, asks. These are present structure. Okay. Why I am focusing on the present structure? That will be cleared, after some time, after some minutes. Okay. Then again, as we omit the comma and quotation marks while changing statement, we have to also here do the same thing. We have to omit comma and quotation marks. In the place of comma and quotation marks, what should be written? In the case of WH question, the same WH word should be written. Please, we'll try. After getting example, you will be clear, okay? See. And in the case of SNO question, if or whether should be written. Okay, let's try. My students, sometimes are in confusion. Where does your confusion lie? Your confusion lies, in indirect speech. In which place? Even in the indirect speech, you do not change the structure of direct one. Therefore, I request my children, what is the indirect structure of WH question like? Please, listen to me. Right? After, you have to write WH word, I have already told you. After WH word, there must be subject. Then after, verb. Then after, other properties should be supplied there. Right? This is all listening to the things there. Okay? Let's try. Please. Next one. We have to change the tense. Tense should be changed. I have told you that do and does should be changed into did. If we have did, that goes into had plus verb third, right? If we have verb V1 or V5, that goes to V2, right? Has and have into had. We have done in the previous class or in the previous lesson. The same thing we have to do here, okay? Then we have to change the person and some adverbs. Today, that day, yesterday, the day before, something like that. Now listen, my dear children, please write these sentences. I'll say, okay. Rima said to Ram, first writing, Rima said to Ram, comma, why are you going to the market again? Once again, Rima said to Ram, comma, start inverted comma, why are you going to the market again? Question mark, quotation mark, close. We can see the same sort of direct sentence in different style. For example, please listen to me. Rima said, we don't have said to, Rima said, right? Inverted commas start. Why are you going to the market again, Ram? Why are you going to the market again, Ram? The listener is at the end of the speech there. If such situation occurs, I request my students to use the noun which is addressed in the speech should be placed in the object of reporting verb. Once again, Rima said, let's suppose, why are you going to the market again, Ram? Or Rima said, Ram, why are you going to the market again? In this way, we can ask, okay? But whatever structure we follow in direct speech, but in the indirect speech, that becomes the same. Let's see. Here, you have to say, Rima asked Ram. If the second sentence is asked to you to change, the sentence is the same. Even in the second sentence, you have to say that you have to keep Ram after asked in reporting verb, okay? Then here, Rima asked Ram, why? After WH word, what comes? I have told you. Subject. Which is the subject here? You. You means what? Ram. And what, how to change it? Why he? Right? Why he? R is changed into was. Because he is the singular pronoun, okay? Why he was going to the market again. Please try your sentence. Rima asked Ram why he was going to the market again. Okay. In the second sentence, please, I suggest you to write, nearly the same sentence, right? Rima, please write, Rima said to Ram. You may think that why the teacher is telling same sort of, nouns. I have some purpose to use the same sort of thing here, okay? In the second sentence, please write again, Rima said to Ram, comma, start inverted comma. The speech is also the same. Are you going to the market again? Question mark. Inverted comma close. Please compare this sentence with the former one. What is the difference, that you notice? In the former sentence, what was there? Why was there? In the second sentence, means in the latter one, WHYY is out. It is omitted. Then, what does it become? It becomes, let's say, are you going to the market again? What sort of sentence is it? You can easily guess. This is not the WH question. What is it? This is the S-no question. Yes. This is what? S-no question. Yes. Then how to change this S-no question into indirect? Can you try? Yes, please try your best. Okay. Your sentence may be right. You can check with mine, okay? See, this is a grammar, therefore, your sentence should be similar to mine. Okay. Rima asked Ram. In the former sentence also, we had the same thing, right? Then, after Ram, we have written here, if. In the former sentence, we had written why. But here we have written what? If. Why is it different? It is different because the latter one is S-no question. Okay? Then here, Rima asked Ram why he was going to the market again. Rima asked Ram why he was going to the market again. It was WH question. Now, in S-no question there, Rima asked Ram if he was going to the market again. Only one difference is there. In WH question, interrogative pronoun was there. In S-no question, what is there? If is there. In the place of why, we have written if. Just, make comparison between the two sentences. Even, while studying, while doing some grammatical exercises or while reading, you have to draw the comparison between the different sentences there. Why this sentence is different from that? What sort of properties are there and what sort of properties are not there? If you notice these things, that will be fruitful for you to understand and then to solve the problem. Okay, let's move forward. Now, what we did, we changed a model sentence of WH question and S-no question. Okay, in the same way, let's try some WH question, right? Please, I request you to write very fast, okay? Yes. Saru said to Sam, first writing, Saru said to Ram, comma, inverted comma start, where did you bury the gold? Where did you bury the gold? There is spelling B-U-R-Y, okay? Question mark, inverted comma close. Please change this sentence. Can you do? Okay. Yes. Saru, what have you written? Once again try. Saru asked Sam where he had buried the gold. Yes, whatever you have done here is right. See here. Why had buried has come there? It is because of the fact that in the direct speech we have here what? Simple past. Did is there. For your comfort, I am telling one thing, please keep it in your mind. In interrogative sentence, right, if WH word is followed by do or does, these two are omitted in indirect speech. Then main verb is changed into V2. If WH word is followed by did is out, should be out, and you have to write had plus verb third. Okay? Because of this, we have here where he had buried the gold. Buried, okay? Second sentence, let's try. Let's try second sentence. Rajesh said to Riya, comma, inverted comma start. When did your brother kill a snake? Once again, when did your brother kill a snake? Question mark, comma close. Change this. Yes. Okay. Yes. What will be the changed sentence there? Rajesh asked Riya when her brother, your brother means Riya's brother, okay? When her brother had killed a snake. Yes, this is the right one. Let's go to the next one. Meera said to Mohan, comma, inverted comma start. How do you help me? Yes, how do you help me? Yes. Okay, change sentence there. Meera asked Mohan how he helped her. As I have told you that if we have do or does after, let's say, interrogative pronoun, this should be omitted and main verb should be changed into V2. Right? Following the same technique, we have done this. Another idea that I want to share with you here is that in reporting verb, because you are the learners, in reporting verb, I have mentioned two different genders there. If the speaker is boy, listener is girl. If the listener is girl, right? If the speaker is girl, listener is boy. Why I have been, let's say, using these things means it is for your comfort. In the sense that if we have these things there, it will be easy for you to change the person of reported speech. There will be no confusion. Okay? Then let's try some yes no question. Right? Yes no question there, please. Roshan said to Riya. Roshan said to Riya. Sorry, Roshan said to Riya. Okay, it doesn't matter. Inverted comma start. Are you feeling well now? Are you feeling well now? Question mark, comma close. Okay, let's change then. Roshan asked Riya if she was feeling well then. Now it changed into then. You can easily find out. Right? Next one. Himal said to Hima, comma, have you seen a lion? Question mark, comma close. Question mark, comma close. Okay. Change the sentence there. Himal asked Hima if she had seen a lion. Full stop. Right? As I have already told you that question mark should be changed into full stop in indirect speech. Okay. Next one. Kamal said to Kamala, did you invite my sister? Did you invite my sister to the party? Question mark, comma close. Change again. See. Yes. Kamal asked Kamala if she had invited his sister to the party. Once again. Kamal asked Kamala if she had invited his sister to the party. Yes. Now the last one, let's try. Juna asked Jiban, comma, inverted comma start. Do you know my father? Do you know my father? Yes. What will be the indirect one? Yes. If we have asked indirect, it doesn't matter. We should keep it the same in indirect. Okay. Juna asked Jiban if he knew her brother. Knew spelling K-N-E-W. If he knew her brother. Okay. Next one. These are the techniques, that we follow to change direct into indirect. Okay. Let's try some indirect sentences. Okay. See there. From indirect to direct. Okay. If you can, please write very fast. She asked him when he did his homework. Full stop. Once again. She asked him when he did his homework. Yes. Can you change this sentence into direct? Please. If you can, Yes. That's the learning. Let's see. Okay. What have you written then? Yes. She said to him. Or if you write asked, it doesn't matter. She asked him, comma, or she said to him, comma. Start inverted comma. In indirect speech, what is there? When he did his homework. This is what? WH question. This must be WH question. Therefore, we should write when. While writing when here, the letter W should be capital. After inverted comma, okay? When. Main verb we have here did. Did is V2. If we have past here, direct should be what? Present. Yes. There should be do or does, okay? After when. Yes, let's see. When do you do your homework? Question mark. Inverted comma close. Right? Next try. He asked me if I had taken his pen the day before. Full stop. Once again. He asked me if I had taken his pen the day before. Yes. Can you change this sentence into direct? Yes. Okay. Let's see then. What have you written? Yes. He said to me, yes, comma, start inverted comma, yes. Next, if I had taken, what is that? That is has no question. Therefore, take out if. If should be omitted, taken out. Then, let's study the structure and tense of the sentence again. I had taken this pen the day before. The day before means what? Pure past time adverb. If it is past time adverb, now we have the sentence is here we have in past perfect. If past time adverb is mentioned, our direct sentence should be simple past. If the time is not mentioned, and direct sentence may be simple past or present perfect. Please, under this, let's say, rule or under this technique, let's say, your sentence will be, right? Yes. See, he said to me or he asked me, comma, inverted comma, start, did you take my pen yesterday? Here, I had taken, by looking at this, you cannot write, have you taken my pen yesterday? You cannot write this. This is 100% wrong. Therefore, the sentence should be in past tense. Okay? Let's try the next one. Bimala asked Bimal where he made a mistake. Where he made a mistake. Let's change. Yes. Bimala said to Bimal, comma, inverted comma, start. Where do you make a mistake? Question mark, inverted comma, close. My students, while reporting statements, I have mentioned that if we have present verb in reporting verb, if the verb is in present in reporting verb, the tense of reported speech should not be changed, that we had discussed in unit 2. My children, let's write one sentence, please, whether you can do or not. Anu says to Anup, where are you from? Once again, Anu says to Anup, A-N-U-P, Anup, where are you from? Question mark, comma, close. Can you change this sentence? Once, let's try, please. Okay. What have you written? Anu, in the place of says to, what have you done? Asks. Okay. A-S-K-S. Anu asks Anup. Asks means B5. B5 is simple present, no doubt, you know very well. Because of this fact, I think you have not changed the verb. Have you? Okay, let's see. Anu asks Anup where he is from. Where he is from. Did you write where he was from? If you have written where he was from, that's wrong. Why? Because the reporting verb here is in present. Okay? Let's try the next one, okay? See. Sanam says to Sonu. Sanam says to Sonu, comma, start inverted comma, can you solve the problem? Question mark, comma, close. can you solve the problem? Yes. Can you do this? Yes. Sanam asks Sonu if you means Sonu. Sonu is a girl, right? Therefore, if she can solve the problem. Here we have not changed the verb, helping verb can into could. Why? The verb is not changed here. You might have noticed, okay? Do you have any problem in, keeping the verb in the same position? Okay. Yes. First of all, you have to know why the verb should be changed and why the verb should not be changed. If you know this, that's okay. Let's try the final one, the last sentence. See? Nima says to Nimesh, why are you angry with me? Again, says to is there. Then indirect speech will be there. Nima asks Nimesh why he is angry with her. Here again, we did not change the verb because the reporting verb is in present. Okay. My dear students, I request you to do the homework from exercise number 1 and 2 of page number 27. You should turn your book, right? Page number 27, and there exercise number 1 and 2 are there. I request you to do all the sentences there. Okay. Now, we have come, or I have come, at the end of 10th episodes today. Right? Then, from tomorrow, our such kind of English session, will not be here. This is the first phase. We have finished the first phase. And if you have any complaints there, you can ask me, from whatever means you have. Maybe, you can phone me, or you can, send your questions, on Messenger or on Facebook, whatever you have. Okay. Then, at the end, I want to remind you that because of technical difficulties, today the class 9 session was repeated. Therefore, the students of class 9 are requested to listen today's program on coming Sunday. Your teacher, Mr. Dilliram, has said so. Okay. Okay. Thank you very much, for listening to me continuously, for 10 episodes. Okay. If time allows me, I'll try my best to see you again on the radio or on the FM or face-to-face meeting. Thank you very much. Thank you, Mr. Technologist or Technician. Okay. Thank you, Itari FM.
अहिले तपाईं इटहरी एफएम 92.5 मेगाहर्ज सुन्दै हुनुहुन्छ।